One,
Ain't
two,
nothing like
one.
a quick gag. Ain't nothing like a quick gagger before the show starts.
Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to say right when you started. That's exactly what ah, yeah.
Right when it starts. That's like right when it
Right when it
starts.
starts. Quick gagger. What up, everybody?
Yeah,
Raider
what's
Nation
up,
Live.
what's up, man? Raider Nation Live.
And one hit and
You
gravy.
know it.
Elmer glue of the show. There's some gorilla glue in this bead.
The Gorilla Glue. The Gorilla Glue.
Gravy just upgraded to gorilla glue.
Yeah, GG4.
GG4, there you go, GG4. Oh, shit.
That shit does work though.
It does work, yeah. It does. I'm not gonna lie.
It does. How you guys doing, though? What's crack-a-lagging? What's crack-a-lagging? We got a big week this week, man.
Yes, sir. Sure do. Let me lower this and we'll get into it right now. Shout out to everybody in the building. Thank you guys for pulling up. Raider Nation Live. It's me, Dirty Low, Coach Gravy, and Rated Gay. Folk, one hit. I don't know why I say 420 like that, bro. It just sounds good. You know
Got
what
a good little ring to it, bro. 420.
20. What is it? Who's it? YG? YG shit. Yeah.
Oh, honey.
Oh, 20. Oh, 20.
20.
I remember somebody played that song for me. They sent me a love note. They sent me a love note on IG.
I love that.
Who did?
Love note.
What's his name?
I don't
What's
even
his
remember.
name?
I don't even remember, bro. I have no idea. Shit.
Well,
That's
you're gonna
just
get Mr. Tookie so jealous and shit like that.
Oh, I know, bro. Shout out Snoop. Easy, relax.
I'm number 2 now, dude. I'm the number 2 now.
Number 2. Stupid. What's good, everybody?
You're number 2.
Number 2. Every time when I see number 2, I think if you think of Ron Burgundy and shit, they're talking about.
I think about that. I watched. You haven't watched the Muppets movie, the new Muppets movie?
Which one?
It's the newest one. I think it's like the newest one where like it's Kermit's like evil twin or whatever.
No, I've never seen that one. I haven't seen that
And
one.
it's like the fool singing, and he's like, "I'm number 1," and he's like, "You're number 2."
Oh, the count.
No, it's Kermit, but it's like his evil twin. He has like an accent and shit, but it's like it's supposedly like
a
his evil
French
twin.
accent or some shit.
Yeah.
I can imagine that shit. That shit's all funny, bro. Anyways, man, let's get to it, man. Raider Nation Live. I'm your host, Dirty Low. We got Coach Gray. We got Rated Get 420. So thank you guys for pulling up, man. Like I always say at every single beginning of the show, be thankful for what you do got, what you don't, and don't drink and drive. We're gonna get to the chat and we're gonna start chopping it up, bro. I see that we signed somebody, and I seen that our quarterback got FedEx player of the week, man. Dope shit. So let me get to the chat and we'll get into it. Yes, sir. Sean Johnson, what's going on, bro? Salute to you, brother. Salute. Hopefully you're having a good one. Steve DeLuna, what's going on? Holly, what's going on? Hey, Holly, bitches be crazy. Just telling you, bitches be crazy.
Bitches be crazy.
There's a little incident that she hit me up, but we're laughing about that shit. Shout out, Holly. Michael Beasley, what's going on, bro? Salute. Hopefully you're having a good one. John Leon, what's going on, bro? Raider Room, what's going on, bro? Salute. Don't say gang, bro. Don't say gang. We're gonna get gang enhancements over here. This reminds me of Friday where they started talking when y'all see them smoking. Yeah, for sure. Hey, John, I was just talking about that. We signed 24-year-old DT from the Panthers Day. Yep. We'll get into it. I don't know much about him, but we'll get into it. Shit, SoCal, what's going on, bro? Salute to you, brother. Hopefully you're having a good one. Artie Raider, what's going on, bro? Salute to you, man. Raider Mania, what's going on? Anybody going to the game? Broncos, I am. Gravy still possibly going. We're trying to hope to get Gravy there. And then I know Gabe's going too. So we will be there. And D-Man is going to be there. And we're going to be we're having a good time, man. Last game of the season, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good ass time. Gabe, Christmas chilling. Then we got some good feedback. I don't know who it is, but
it ain't me, bro. I ain't got nothing.
It's probably Gravy. It's always Gravy, bro.
I don't have no YouTube on, bro.
Okay.
Last time I took off the echo cancellation off on Gravy because he has the thing and it worked the whole show.
Oh, did it? Okay.
You tell me to hit the button. You tell me to hit
Sometimes
that
it's
on.
opposite. Sometimes it's opposite. Like when you have the earphones on, I think you don't have to have that on, and when you do have it on, when you don't have them on, you do have to have it on, or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird like that. Yeah, just weird setup. Yeah. Sure. Anyways, we the people, what's going on? Raider Pete, what's going on? Grinch eliminates Kermit this year. Shit, let's hope, bro. Let's hope. We got to get that win though, for sure, to start helping that out. Orlando Padilla, what's going on, bro? Salute. Raider Nation, what's going on? SoCal showing love. Holly showing love. Fucking yeah, laughing my ass off. Yep, for sure. Wild Turkey, what's going on, bro? Salute to you, brother. So since AP has taken over in week 9, we have the 3rd best defense in the NFL. Wow. I thought we were top, whatever. But since week 9, I mean, overall, we're like 9th, I believe. So anyways, salute to everybody. Just getting to
it matters where you look. Lo.
Yeah. Yeah, shit. Artie Raider said right here, he said the new DT is 380 pounds. Good God. Damn, that was about as big as Low at one point.
Probably be a big good. He'll be a good run stopper if he could be up to it, dog. You know what I mean? That's a good size for a run stopper. That's for sure.
Yep, I believe
one play. You got one play in that mug. 3rd down. Yep. That's it.
Raider Dre, what's good, man? Hopefully you're having a good one, bro. Salute to you, bro. Thank you guys for pulling up. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe to Raider Nation Live, Coach Gravy, and Raider Gabe 420. We're streaming on Gabe's channel too, so you know what I mean. I think you're about like 520 right now, right? 515, 520. I just hit 550.
Something like that. I think so, yeah.
Yeah. But when you subscribe, go to hit that notification bell. So anytime we go live, you get that notification. You guys can come jump on with us and chop it up. You know what I mean? Wild Turkey, what's going on? Cool Kev's in the building. What's going on, bro? Salute.
I love this show.
Yes, sir. But yeah, Lonely, what's going on, bro? Salute to you, brother. Hopefully you're having a good one. Shit, man. Everyone's in the building trying to catch up right here, man. But yeah, apparently Marquand McCall is the guy that we picked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll look a little bit deep dive into him and stuff like that, and we'll talk about Aiden. And shout out to the Sportsman. I was listening to his pod. Well, actually, on him on IG, and he was saying something about Aiden. But we'll get into that though. Yeah, man. How's you guys' day going, man? Everything good?
Chilling, dog. Just chilling.
Yeah. See, you guys were live earlier, man. If you guys, everybody that's here, man, go over to Gravy's channel. He was live with, I think, Twan, right, and Gabe. They were live and stuff like that.
So you got invited to that, bro. You know you got invited.
I was busy, bro. Like, no bullshit. Like, I told you I was busy. I was busy all day today. I almost canceled the show. Something had to do with the glue or something like that. Some other shit.
If you would have canceled it, I would have kept it strong, bro. I would have did it again, too. I got access to everything you do, bro.
I would have switched it. I would have took the cancel. I would have took it off. No, anyways, Raiders, Raider salute, bro. Raider Nation just getting off of work. Yes, sir. Hope everything is having a good day. Let's go Raiders. Yes, sir. Everyone's pretty good, man. It was really nice. Nesta's still riding the bench. I believe Nesta's hurt, bro. I believe he's hurt. He's been banged up this whole season. You know what I mean? Coming in. But yeah, so let's get into the signing, man. Let's get into the signing. Let me see who he is. Yeah, I'm looking at him real quick. I'm gonna pull up I'll pull up all his information right now, man. What were you guys bullshitting about earlier on the show over there? I didn't get a chance to watch. I was just hella busy, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, just talking ball. Scenarios. You know, we tried to get past this win. It's hard to. Good feeling, but we got to look to the next, and we got Super Bowl champs coming, and we got to do to keep this offensive groove going in some way or another to get at these fools.
Yeah.
Another guy we picked up was DJ Fluker. I don't know if he's going to play this week, but not showing in the depth chart. Let me see if I can find this guy. I'll pull him up right now.
I don't think he's on the depth.
Yeah, what's going on, bro? Salute. You know how I say, like, no matter what, like, you know, overall, like when AP took over and stuff like that, well, I've always looked at every single game where 0-0. You know what I mean? After the win, you enjoy it for a couple days or day, 72 hours tops, and then move on. You know what I mean? In NFL, most of the time you don't have the length of time that we did this week. We had like 10 days. You know what I mean? So they could have got chilled in it for a little bit. You know what I mean? The one narrative that I'm not liking right now that I keep seeing all the ways across the board was that like nobody wants to play for Staley. Nobody wants to do this, and the Raiders just luckily just fucking got this win. It wasn't that our defense is top fucking 9. You know what I mean? Over the whole year, it's not that this offense kind of came together. You know what I'm saying? And like you seen remnants of it, and you know what I mean? Like it wasn't nothing that our team is like actually doing something. You know what I mean? A lot of people with the narrative that they're pushing is just like, oh, well, they just gave up. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't see them giving up. They were still making plays. They were still making hits and tackles. You know what I mean? If you look at all the full numbers, they had 358 yards. We had 378. You know what I mean? So it was just the way we scored. And one thing I did like about our team, we scored in pretty much every single quarter, which is cool. But I hate the fact that these guys were actually, everyone's kind of narrative, oh, the Raiders did this. We can't believe it. Like, bro, it was just good game planning. And, you know what I mean? I hate that narrative. You know what I mean? Did you guys get that? Because that's where I felt how people were.
No, there was, I heard that a lot too, because I even brought it up too. I brought it up that, because that's what we're going to have to see in this game, I think, that we're going to have to, for the Raiders to like take that out of everybody's mind, they're going to have to not put up 63 points, not even put up 40 points, not even. It's just looking decent on offense and not putting up anything similar to if you could put somewhere in the middle of Vikings and Chargers. That's where I think we're like. Hopefully we can see this game, dog, and I think that will kind of like shut that noise off a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I think there is some of that narrative out there to where it's gonna make enough people believe it to where I think this week is a good week for it to shut those type of critics up.
Yeah, that's true. You know what I was gonna say too. What do you think about that, Gravy? Like, what do you think about the narrative that everyone's looking at, bro? You know what I mean?
I hear a lot of they gave up on the coach. I am low. You can't tell a player to give up. And then if you could be mad at the dude or whatever, but that's your job. It's your job to play football. And if you tend to act that way or be that way, what everybody's saying that the Chargers did, you're not gonna last in the NFL because it's gonna be ain't no one gonna want none of these Charger players, And then, but I understand because he did himself lose games for them. They busted their ass to come back, and they busted their ass. But the decisions that he made were reasons why they lost the games. We could boil it to, hey, AOC lost this game for us, the defense lost this game for us. No, it was a decision that Staley did, analytically that had that team losing in games that they were supposed to be in. They were ahead by 20 or they were ahead by 7, lose by 3. They have the most games where they lost by 3 or less. The most games lost by 8 or less on comeback. 8 games teams came back on them and came back and won on decisions that this guy made. And that's the coaching. That's not the players. And all of us know they have a phenomenal, talented team, right? They have a talented team. If Staley would have got out of his zone and not be analytical, because that's the way he is, and depending on the science of football instead of what goes on the field, he would still have his job. But some coaches are like that. A lot of them are successful, some are, but his decision making was not good as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, I see what you're saying with that.
They deserve to get their ass beat by them. That's their fault. That's his fault. I'm not taking nothing away from the Raiders for that. The Raiders didn't know that those players felt that way. They went out there and played, and they didn't stop playing. So Just like great analogy with what Gabe said. It ain't gonna get no worse than the Minnesota game. It ain't gonna get no better than the game that we just had.
Mm-hmm.
It can get better, but not 63 points better. That's a record that hasn't been beat in a long time. You know what I mean? So it took that long to get that many points.
Hey, Gravy, can you turn
But
up
if
your
we
mic a
could
little
do,
bit? You are a little low, bro. I don't know if you can turn up your mic. Let me see. Get
Turn
you
it up?
going. Yeah, turn
Yeah,
your
you
mic.
sound a little low. So
They
it
sound
sounds
a
like
little
like if you're far away a little
yo,
bit.
yo.
Yeah. Or bring the mic closer or something if you can.
That's halfway up in my nose right now.
I'm gonna read what rumor has right here. It says, no matter what the circumstances, you put up the 63 in this league, you feel like you can beat any one of these guys. Will be riding high. Already have the experience against the Chiefs with AP and Graham running it. Yep. Deloney
That's the
adds,
idea.
yeah, that's
That's
idea.
the idea. You know what I mean? Because it's like you can have the confidence, all the confidence in the world, but it's kind of like the Tyson analogy. You know what I mean? Everybody has a plan until they punch in the mouth type shit. You know what I mean? Like they could
Yeah.
go in there confident. They could go in there confident, but like you go down 10 points, that confidence could go out the window. So it's like that shit. We just need the preparation needs to be there. You know what I mean? And it just needs to be on point. You know what I mean? We can't take anything for granted. We got to take it. In the minds of the players, we have to take it like, you know what? They let us win that game. Now we have to try even harder than that game. We have to play even harder than in that game. So it's like, I think that would be a good mentality to try to take into this game, dog. Like, don't try to think like, okay, we're good now on offense. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
but I think they know it. They know it for sure. You know what I mean? They're like a renegade team. You know what I mean? We are the Raiders. You know what I mean? So I think it's just they know what they're on the outside looking in, and it's gonna take everything. But it's gonna take an aggressive effort, I think, this weekend, bro. So I think but like I was saying earlier, with Gravy, you know what I mean? It's gonna be like a game that AP can do himself a lot of favors for sure, bro. It's just the way he coaches. You know what I mean? Be aggressive. Tell your offensive coordinator in those meetings this week. You have to tell them we got to be aggressive. That's got to be the game plan. We gotta for sure run the ball, like because that does open up the game for Aiden. But we gotta be aggressive, bro. No matter what, we have to be aggressive in the pass game, in the screen game. You know what I mean, and all of that shit. Even on defense, we gotta take some chances, bro. We gotta send some guys on some exotic blitz or something, bro. But we have to go out and take this one. You know what I mean, and just put a stop to that. You know what I mean, the streak that the Chiefs have against us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because as good as 63 felt, just winning by 1 point against the Chiefs, I think would feel better
Of course.
now.
Better or the same.
In Kansas City, just beating them by even 1 point, like that shit would feel even better, dog. Just because that shit's that monkey off our back. You know what I mean? We get that, and that's a big win for AP. Big win if we could get it.
And what people not say, the media folks out there that are negative might say, here we go. The Raiders are coming. It might be too late, but we still this is if we win out, this could latch on to next year. Also, especially defensively, if we keep ground.
But I think it would need to be latched on. I think the way it gets latched on to next year is if we don't make the same mistake. Because if we do win out, I think that has to be AP's job, dog. Like, even if it has to be a short-term fucking type of job, like if it's like a prove it type of deal, because I think that was the reason why it didn't transfer over the last time. You know what I mean? Because we still had to get the hang of McDip shit. You know what I mean? His ways and all of that shit, and just the changing, because no matter who you bring in is going to be different than AP. No matter if he's even a guy that's a player's coach, he's going to be different in his ways. You know what I mean? Like, so I think the way that if we win out, which is that's a very good, that would be a very good thing for AP. If we win out, I think he has a very good chance of keeping the job. You know what I mean? Especially because this is a big one, dog. Especially after what you did last week. You know what I mean? Because that kind of showed the bounce back, and that now this week, you know what I mean? It's Christmas. You know what I mean? For everybody to watch. You know what I mean? In their home, and just to keep yourself alive. You know what I mean? And keep this team fucking relevant and fucking in what the very next week will already be January, dog. You know what I mean? So just doing that, I think we'll have a good chance of carrying it over to next year if that could happen.
Mm-hmm. Hey, shout out Drew the Barber, bro. Salute.
Yeah, my boy Drew. These 3 games, they're tough, solid teams. You know, you got to give Denver credit.
All of them.
You got to give Denver. Yeah. You got to give Denver a little bit of credit, and the Colts are playing good football right now with a backup quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are all over 500 teams. These are all 500 or over teams. Yeah, these are all 500 or over teams right here. So
I would love to give that answer back to the Colts and shit like that, but that's 2 weeks away. You know what I'm saying? I'm more focused on this game right now, and like, you know, I agree with you guys, bro. Like all the ways across the board, bro. Like I think AP with this win is a good thing, but shout out to the sportsman. He had said this earlier about Aiden. You know, shout out Aiden. He got the Rookies Award of the Week for Thursday Night Performance, right? I'm reading it off the. He got that and the FedEx Award Cup, I guess, whatever for the week.
The FedEx
Air Player of the Week, some shit like that, yeah. So, anyways, but yeah, shout out to the sportsman. Sportsman basically said right here, he goes and he looked at the stats, whatever, and he stated that, you know, Aiden O'Connell's one of the best weeks before this was against Kansas City. He didn't give up the ball. He had a great percentage.
Yeah, he led
the touchdowns, I think, believe too. So
he led the league. I mean, yeah, he led the league that week in quarterback rating.
Yeah, QBR. So. So you know what I mean. So he's coming into his own, especially the way remember I've been saying, bro, like this team needed a good fucking ass kicking game and stuff like that, regardless of who it was. I think that was the confidence that we needed. And plus, with everybody kind of banged up and they got the rest, bro, it's gonna be a real good game, bro. It's gonna be a real good game, I think. Raiders 38, 28, 7 and 8 that's my prediction. We're gonna go either way of Bo in the booth or Box. Salute the chat. Shout out Ja, bro. Salute to you, brother. Never give the donkeys credit, Gravy. Fucking Mikey. But yeah, so going back to that, man, looking at Aiden, I think Aiden's going to be okay. And I was just doing a little bit of research while you guys were bullshitting. McCall's a walk-on. He's undrafted. And he's just he's not – I mean, he's going to possibly be in there, you know, playing a couple snaps or whatever or not. But he didn't play a lot of snaps. I think the most snaps he's played is 30% of snaps, which is like 20s against the Niners and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's the only thing I'm looking at. Yeah. So he's going to be on the practice squad. Maybe he might make it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, going back to that, you know, kind of bouncing off of that, Tyree Wilson, he played his snaps completely increased in this last game. And I was looking at a couple of plays and stuff like that. Bro, a lot of him playing over the center, he actually fucking made it easier for everyone to blitz because they started double teaming him, and Spillane came around the corner, and then they had a combination sack. I mean, he's looking pretty good right now. So it's kind of a fast defensive line, you know what I mean? But if this guy can come in on a couple plays, give some guys a rest, hopefully that happens. But I don't see him making a big impact right now. But it's good that we got a defensive tackle. Yeah, he's 6'3", 379, bro. Crazy.
That's a little bowling ball right there. That's a tank.
And then
70. God damn.
Yeah, that's a big guy right there. So Mike said right here, predicting on Christmas morning, bro. Damn, snow game.
The fuck? Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm not really worried about that.
I think that's good. I think that's good though. I think because they're well, I know Pacheco just had surgery. I don't know if he'll play this week. I don't know what he had surgery on. I know he missed last week. Pacheco for them.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign. That's a good thing.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how he's looked this week. I know he was supposedly scheduled to play, so like to hit practice at least to try to practice this week to see how it. I don't know what he had actual surgery on. But I'll check that out right now. I'll get back to you guys right now.
All right. You know, somebody was saying stuff like that, talking about Pacheco, right? And I remember we're kind of having like a debate on with somebody. I can't remember who it was, but saying that if we face the Chiefs and if they're not at full capacity, whatever, not, it's not worth the win, bro. This is the NFL, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your whole purpose is to stay healthy, stay on the fucking field, no matter what. You know what I mean? Barring injury, stuff like that. But if say somebody goes down to Kelsey, because Kelsey was banged up too. You know what I
We
mean?
just won a game last week with missing, our starting running back too. With starting, our starting two of our starting linemen. You know what I mean? It's like we're missing. That's just football. You know what I mean? Next man up.
Yeah.
Look at
So when people were saying that, like, so if we're not facing the team late in the season, you're not going to have all these starters, bro. That's just the way the football is. There's probably like 70% of the team that started at the beginning of the season that's actually playing at the end of the season, bro. It's very, very rare that you see that. You know what I mean? And that's not necessarily like under the player's control. But go ahead.
It's just that Andy Reid just said that he should be ready to go actually this week. But he's coming back from injury. He's coming back from injury, so we'll see. We'll see how he performs.
Who else is coming back? Because I know Tony's playing like shit. And who else is coming back? Their other receiver.
McCall Hardman.
McCall Hardman. There you go. Ready P says right here, Andy Reid's got nothing without Kermit Scramble Improv. It said, take the frog down, and we coast home with the winner on Xmas afternoon. Yeah, I agree with that. That's pretty dope right there. Peterson on the field, so we have a better chance. John Leon was saying Jack Jones starting to feel comfortable in his defense. He can be the X factor. I think he just needed to change the scenery. I think he didn't like the Patriot way, as obviously most of our Raiders didn't neither. You know what I mean?
For real.
And then, so Jack Jones, shout out Sean. He says Jack Jones is the highest graded player in the NFL for week 15, 94.2. That's dope. Miguel says right here, not too many teams are 100% right now. This ain't Madden. Can't turn off injuries. Yeah, for sure.
Everybody's hurt. Every player that's getting significant playing time is nicked up in one way or another.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Unless they're Marcus Peters.
Yep.
He got out of the league. He played what, 12 games scot free, not hurt.
Not hurt at all.
Hey, Ja, you ain't lying, dog. That Jack Jones interception, that shit was crazy, dog. The way when they broke it down and all that shit, like that shit was crazy, bro. Like he read that shit perfect. He broke on it right when he needed to. Jump and didn't.
He almost overshot it.
That bitch. Yeah, just one arm that bitch and just to get to the house. That shit was clean. That shit was a nice play. He was the highest rated defensive player in the whole NFL for week 15.
Yeah.
And that's coverage and what he did with that pick six. So not only did he get that pick six, he covered too.
Yeah, I like Jack Jones, man. I like when they brought him in here.
I wasn't as bad with Jones as I was Peters, but it was just, having a guy like that so late, maybe, he didn't like what he was going through over there, and losing.
Because he was bald last year, bro. That dude was the dude that was like jumping off the screen last year. You know what I mean? They even were trying to use him on offense. That shit was the crazy thing. Like he was like, he jumped off the screen last year, bro. Like I don't understand how they got rid of him. And we got lucky. We got lucky for sure, bro. Like that was a good pickup, I think. And what has me even more like excited about him is that it's his third, fourth game. And he's already, playing like if he's been here all year. So like, you re-sign him and you get him in this defense and you have him ball. I think he could be a top, a top corner, and you get another guy on the other side that can match him, bro. Like this defense could be scary, bro, because that's what we're missing. Like we get guys that can, straight lock down guys on the outsides in a passing league. When you already have Max, you know what I mean, and you got some linebackers that are emerging. You've seen Morig has been playing great this year, man. You know what I mean? He's been playing like I think Morig. I just haven't seen much where, last year you were kind of complaining about, like, people were complaining about him every game. You know what I mean? Like, he did this game, he did this game or something like that, and you just don't really. He hasn't made the super flashy plays, but he does have some of those. But like he's solid, bro. Like he plays good coverage. He doesn't really let too much shit get behind him. He has a couple interceptions this year, a sack. He leads. He's already had the most tackles he's had. You know what I mean in his short career, but you know what I mean. He's already with 3 games left. So Morig, if you can get another guy on the other side, this defense could be scary, bro. If I think we go out and get another corner, this defense could be really good.
Yeah. So shout out Raider Room, bro. He just sent me something on IG right now. It says the highest graded players. What he has said right here says the Raiders had 3 rated 90 plus percentage on PFF. Number 1 was Jack Jones at 94.2. Malcolm Kuntz was at 91.6. Max Crosby at 90.7. Marcus Epps was 90, not 90, but 89. Almost 90. And Devontae Adams was at 86, bro. So that it's nice, bro. So I heard we signed a 24-year-old DT. Yes, he can move OT out the way. Yeah, he's a practice squad guy. He was undrafted, but he's a big guy, 6'3", 379, 380, whatever, whatnot. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Most likely he's going to be a practice squad. But I like the way Kuntz is playing, and not Kuntz. I like the way Kuntz is playing on the outside, and then also what's the name? Denarius Robinson. We have him too. He came in for a couple plays. And then the way Tyree's playing with Jonathan Jenkins, that rotation in the middle, bro, that I think is going to be big key, bro. Yeah, 17, bro. That's a big ass truck.
He was like, that shit was crazy. That bucket. He got there though.
Yep. Maloney says if we can add a solid DT and another solid CB, I agree the defense can be scary. Yeah, I agree, bro. Malcolm School might be the case for starting DN of the year next year. I agree. Josh says Jim
Harbaugh. We might have found our defensive tackle by accident. No, who knows? Who knows Tyree? If Tyree gets moved into the middle, dog, you know what I mean? It's like he's been showing the last 2 games that I think he can make that transition with work. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Will they give up on him playing DN that quick? Which I think is going to make it a lot easier. Decision is if Kuntz continues like that. It's gonna be pretty easy to try to make a move inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if Kuntz can ball like that, if Kuntz can duplicate games like that, like he's been showing, the sacks came last game, but he's been showing slowly, like, bro, like he's been getting to the quarterback. He's been getting a lot of pressures. He's been, just running over fools, from the defensive end, bending the corner and like bull rush, speed rush, like. Kuntz has been showing up, dog, and I think it would be a lot easier to make that decision if Kuntz keeps balling like that. And you can move, Tyree to the inside, and then if you compare somebody with Kuntz, because there's a lot of free agents in the D tackle, you know what I mean, that you could probably go out and get, or maybe even draft one. We have some that haven't hit the field yet, like very, very little, but you know what I mean. And Byron Young hasn't hit the field. Nesta Jade barely, but I mean, there's guys that are going to be free agents too, dog. So we'll see.
Yeah, we got. I'm shout out to Raider People. He says, "Chat thoughts on Tyree Wilson, DT, and next artillery going forward this season." That's what pretty much we're talking about right now. The foot is healing more and more. Dude's a bull. He's doing really, really good. Miguel says right here, so he's playing his role and needed a little bit more playmaking, but he's not giving up. Yeah. We're talking about Morgan?
Yeah.
Okay. Right here, shout out John. He put right here, he said Jim Harbaugh is deciding to stay. He's going to be stay or be the NFL coach losing. If he doesn't get a chip, he will sign an extension with Michigan, and he says he will enter the NFL, interview head coach's job. I want a young coach, Frank Smith. Okay, for sure. Marvin Lewis
extension.
2024, stupid. Frank Smith will keep
Extension. He has like
yeah.
extended his contract 3 times already. He's there till 2030.
Yeah. He's gonna be there until he probably get arrested there. Probably just makes talking shit. But I mean, really, I really don't want to look at that until he's actually here, because I heard that he's all excited about Herbert. It might be coming to a lot of people said that shit. Colin Coward said it. A couple other people said that shit, that he's really excited about Herbert, and no head coach wants to come into a head coach position without a good quarterback. So I don't know. He might just stay because they're probably going to give him a lot of shit. So it says, Red Room says right here, if he moves to DT, we can get some Buckner type play from him next year. I'll be happy. Yeah, for sure. Rafa, what's going on, bro? Salute to you, bro. I'm scared because Bo said he's switching to Diet Pepsi for Monday.
He's not a defensive.
But I also think there's a flip side to that, though. Like the good quarterback shit. Like, say you are a coach, right? And you come into the Chargers, they're expected to win now because of that quarterback. You know what I mean? So if you don't win, your leash is cut way short. But if you say, like, you go in and you draft a quarterback and you bring him in, I think you get more of a leash because you have time to develop that quarterback. You might not get as big of a leash because nowadays just the way it is, but you do get more of a leash than if, say, the next coach comes in and Herbert's still playing like the Chargers are still fucking 8-9 or fucking 7-10. You know what I mean? So it's like it can work both ways, bro.
Yeah.
This is what it boils down to, Chargers, right? And we're all saying is Eckler's gone. He said it. He's gone.
Are they gonna pay Khalil Mack $30 million?
Nope.
$30 million to a 34-year-old defensive end. Bosa's never healthy. Allen is never healthy. And how many full seasons has Mike Williams done ever? You just got guys that constantly get hurt. That's why they lose games. And then you got an incompetent coach over there coaching them.
Yeah.
Making the excuse, we got guys injured. We know that Allen, Mike Williams, Bosa, and sometimes Mac are always on the injured list by the time playoffs come. That's why they lose these games, because their playmakers aren't in the game. Would you want to be a coach? How is a head coach? How is Jim Harbaugh going to change that?
He's not.
He's not. You
Yeah.
can't. They just like Garoppolo is glass. That whole damn squad is glass.
Yeah. This glass squad.
You know what I mean?
They look
year.
good from the mirror, but like you buy it, it's all cheap shit.
I picked Mike Williams the last 3 years in fantasy football, and he's been hurt mid-season
every single year
for the season. Gone. Allen didn't play against us. Allen didn't play last game.
Yeah.
Get used to it. That's why I don't pick San Diego guys. They might get Eckler, but Eckler doesn't want to be there. Eckler wants a fat ass contract that they can't pay.
Yeah.
And Eckler deserves it.
He does. He's actually a really good player, bro. He's a good back, man. He's one of those guys that's a rare find. You know what I mean? He can play. He can catch the ball at the backfield. He's small. He's quick. He hits. He doesn't like shy away from hits. He's not a Kamara. He goes heads up. You know what I mean? So, I know we kind of drifted off and stuff like that. One thought that I did have with Tyree being in the middle, one of the biggest things that I've seen us against the Chiefs, where Patrick Mahomes kills us at, me personally, now that we got the edge kind of wrapped up with, Coots doing his thing and also Crosby on the other side or wherever they play, he kills us in the middle of the fucking field. He always gets his runs in the middle of the field. If we can keep him zone, I don't even want to say a quarterback spy type deal, because I wanted to pressure the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But if he could pressure, maybe get like 3 yards in and then kind of see where this guy's at and stay on him instead of the lineman, you know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of what Paul Gunther did. But he did that with fucking, what was it, Arden Key that we had at the time? And that's what kind of shut them down. You know what I mean? And I've always seen that about Mahomes. Mahomes, he can't go. If he doesn't go to the right, he goes to the left. He gets frantic and he goes up the middle. That's his biggest fucking strength. He goes up the middle and slides and gets those fucking yards. if we can keep Tyree right there in the middle and keep that pressure right there and keep the nose guard going back into fucking Mahomes to where he has to go to the outside and he's only going to meet Kuntz and fucking you know what I mean, Kuntz and Crosby on either side. I think that's more of a game plan, and I think him doing that, bro, is going to be like it's going to be key in certain plays to get him off the field on that third down. You know what I mean? I mean, if I might be wrong, but it's like the way I'm looking at it, bro. That's kind of the way I see it. You know what I mean? Because that's the only way you can stop this fucking guy. When you get pressure up the middle, and especially you got DNs like the way we do, he can't do nothing. You know, we're gonna have to do is start relying on those short passes. You know what I mean? And what it kills us when they adjust to that, what ends up happening, they start doing crossing patterns on us. When they do the crossing patterns on us, and we're like out of man coverage or we're in man coverage, when that happens, we get cooked every fucking time. So the pressure up the middle, and Tyree needs to have a fucking big game. That's what I was looking at. You know what I mean? Sorry, I just that was one of the thoughts that I had.
Well, you're right we didn't have that last game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why he's free to. He wants to be out of the pocket. You know, he gets this jittery feet. It's not, you know, happy feet, but he wants to be out the pocket because he makes good throws doing that. And a lot of them are to Kelsey in the middle of the field or whoever's open in the middle. That gives him running around, gives those corners, they have to cover for a long time, though. You know what I mean? And that's hard to do because you're looking at the quarterback and you're looking at your man and your man's gone somewhere else, wide open in the middle of the field. That's what usually happens in situations like that. When you have a quarterback that has good feet. He has good feet. We just got to surround him, you know, in like up the middle on the side where he can't go anywhere and find these little spots where he can zigzag out of. And then you said exactly right. We could corral that outside and have those guys there and then have a push up the middle, you know, with Tillery. And then maybe Wilson gets his move, his drive in there. Because
And Jonathan, yeah.
Wilson wasn't doing that last game. Wilson wasn't playing that. So now that we've seen that he can do that, that their tackles are their worst asset on offensive line. Their tackles are. Their inside is better, but we could do something with them tackles. They did, you know, we got two good pass rushers. They got to double team those guys. The middle's going to be wide open.
Yeah. See, and that's where
that's
where he gets his money at.
And then you don't have to cover as long. You know what I mean? You have to cover. If he's running around all over the place, it's hard to cover those guys. So that's why I really don't get pissed at, you know, Morig and Epps and the corners, you know, because they're looking at Mahomes run all over the place. You got to keep your eye on the quarterback, and you got to cover this guy that's trying to give room to be open.
Yeah,
that's tough to do.
I agree. What do you think, Gabe?
What happened?
I
was up here. What was that? The original question? What happened?
Oh no, I was just saying. I got you. I'll just read this real quick.
Do you think we gotta get?
I was saying pretty much. I want to see Tyree Wilson.
Spying on.
I kind of want him to lightweight spy and get pressure in the middle. Him playing the middle, you know what I mean? Because I feel that like Mahomes, he can get away, and most of the time when he gets away, it's not through the sides. It's not through the, you know, on the sidelines, you know what I mean, or throughout the tackles. He's always gets his yards through the middle on us. And when fucking Paul Gunther we had that one good game against them, you know what I mean? Arden Key basically played like center, stood in the middle of the field right now. The guards and the guards in the center didn't know what to do, so he was getting, you know what I mean, fucking wrapped up on the corners, you know what I mean, from the defensive ends. So for me, like, if Tyree can like clog up that middle and make sure he doesn't get, like, you know, have the middle open to the field, because that's where Mahomes kills us, you know, when he's scrambling. So I'm thinking
but I think it's more likely gonna be able to be probably somebody faster, like somebody like a Diablo, or like that type of guy who would have to probably like spy on him, because Mahomes is faster than like he looks, bro. You know what I mean? Mahomes is pretty damn fast, bro. Especially once he get out of the pocket, you have to have somebody who can match, you know, foot speed with him, and like It's either has to be one of the ends, which are like Kuntz or like or Max, and sometimes they even struggle. You know what I mean? Because they just they're like they're it's sometimes they're bigger dudes, so like they're when they have to change trajectory for, on a dime. You know what I mean? It's sometimes it's a little tougher for those type of guys, but a Diablo I think would probably be a good guy that on certain plays, certain downs where it's third and short, where that everything's up for like that. You have to be smart, 'cause for like wheel routes and shit like that. But I think for sure that has to be part of your game plan, just because these receivers, these receivers struggle, dog. So I think, and Mahomes has that in the back of his mind. So I think he's more he has more of a tendency right now, I think, and like even in his game right now to take off, just because like the confidence isn't there in his receivers. So I think he has more of a tendency to run right now. So I think for sure it'll be smart to like, spy him on a lot of plays this week. Like have a spy on him on a lot of downs this week, man, on a big percentage of the game. Because he does get his yards a lot.
It'll be perfect for that. But he has a bigger responsibility this week, as it is Hobbs.
Yeah.
Hobbs.
With the banged up Kelsey.
Yeah, but I just like the way Diablo played last week. If Diablo could play like that and having a spy on him, I think he can play that role this week, bro. Because he played like last week that I seen Diablo, I was like, before he got hurt. That's another thing though too. We got to see how he kind of progresses through the week, because he did get banged up in that game. Diablo did get banged up. There's no injury report today. I think tomorrow. I think that they should be probably out there tomorrow. Probably tomorrow get the first injury report of the week. But I mean, they've had time to like rest up a little bit. There was like a mini. I think because they're playing Monday. On a usual week when they start on Sunday, they start on Tuesdays. But since they're playing on Monday, they're not getting into the building until Wednesday. You know what I mean? Because they still have a practice on Saturday, because the game's not until Monday. So I think that's why there's no injury report yet, because they don't play till Monday. So you'll see tomorrow, the first day, where we'll know who's out there, who's not. A lot of the guys you'll probably see get the regular rest day. Like you'll see the NIR designation by their name, which like you'll probably see that in like a Max. You'll probably see that like in certain players, that are probably dealing with little injuries, like even like a Spillane, you know what I mean, with his hand, you know what I mean. Like Friday's the day usually you'll see it, but Saturday they get an extra day to like to get healthy this week, man. So we'll see with Jacobs, we'll see with Colton, we'll see with. I don't really want to see with Andre James, but we'll see with him too, and we'll see with we'll see with a couple other guys. Not hoping he's hurt, but like I just hope that if he does come back healthy, at least we know that we played well enough to like, hey, bro, you have to take a back seat for like these, at least this game, you know what I mean, to see if that chemistry can work for another game, you know what I mean, and then you keep that ball rolling. You got to play the hot hand. That the offensive line played damn good last week, man. You know what I mean. So the only guy I would probably not even second guess is Colton, because I think he's done enough for this team to where I know he struggled. He not even struggled. He just hasn't had his up to par year. But I still think he comes in and plays automatically if he's good to go. You know what I mean? Like that's a guy that
Cole Miller got a nice good contract with us, right? And it's his 6th year, bro. So
he got it's his 6th year. That means he got an extension.
Okay,
because
he did get a nice contract, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
they signed him early. They signed an extension early.
Okay.
So like we just got. That's the guy that I would. But like the other guys, I would play the guys that played last week. And I mean, it's fucked up for Mumford if Colton does come back, but Colton has earned that. You know what I mean? I think Colton has earned the the right to like at least come back in and give it a go if he's good to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that just means you can play that big jumbo package. You know what I mean? Where Mumford can still come in and help out. You know what I mean? Illuminor on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's gonna be a snowy game, we're gonna need that shit, bro. We're gonna need as much offensive alignment as possible. We're gonna need, stacked fronts. You know what I mean? So it's like it could be an ugly game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be 52 by 12 p.m. Christmas in KC. So that's a different report.
Yeah.
The other report said snow, but we'll see. The shit could happen. It's like I don't know if it's like California, but I know in California that shit, weatherman can say it's gonna be fucking raining, and then that rain never comes.
Bro, it was fucking raining. It was cloudy as fuck about like 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning when I walked walls, and I turned around. By the time I walked out about like 9:30, it was blazing. The sun was out, and then by the time I got out, it was cold. It was just been all over the place. But it's winter though, bro. But over there, it's pretty much gonna be cold and shit like that. So 52 is not that bad. 52 is not that bad. But see, another thing too is Aiden played in the cold.
52 is fucking warmer than right now over here right now.
Yeah.
So
cold. So Aiden played in the cold, and over there in Purdue. Devontae played in the cold. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is part of the game.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. So those are two guys right there that you know what I mean. And but yeah. So like we'll see what happens, bro. But like I heard snow, and then then this. So shit, it'd be nice regardless. Whatever. Joel,
52 is good. 52 ain't shit. Now 52 is a perfect day for football, and like 52 is a perfect day for football.
Yeah, 30% chance of rain. Okay, yeah, Missouri.
You start getting in the 20s, high 20s, low 30s. It starts getting a little different. You know what I mean? Okay. But like 50, nah, that's perfect, dog. You'll be perfect.
Believe in the win. It will happen. It will be a Christmas miracle. No, it's gonna be Christmas, bro.
Yes,
I don't believe in Christmas.
It's gonna be a gift.
That's gonna be the Christmas. That's gonna be the start to the Christmas miracle. We're gonna start it that day on Christmas, and we're gonna make it to the playoffs, dog. Because everybody that needs to lose is gonna lose.
Shout out, Jimmy. What up, bro?
We're gonna know who lost. We're gonna know who lost. It's by Sunday.
By Saturday, yeah, Saturday. Because most of the games are on Saturday.
Yep.
No, most of the games are Saturday, Sunday. Most of the games are on Saturday and Sunday, and then there's only 3 games on Monday. Monday's gonna be a crazy ass day just to sit around, watch sports. Yeah. There's gonna be basketball, fucking football, fucking just nice some fucking leftover food. I'm gonna be chilling, dog.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a good time.
Good Monday. Yes. It's gonna be a good Monday. And we're gonna get the fucking win. Yeah. I gotta talk about that fucking pickup shit. We know we gotta talk about that pickup.
I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, guys. I'm feeling sick.
Ain't nothing else new.
Oh shit! Here we go. Number 2. My toe hurts. My toe.
My pinky toe. I gotta get surgery on my pinky toe.
Yep. Hey, it's called a pedicure.
Right in the room. I just think James is too small, bro, for the position. He's just too.
He might get hurt doing that.
I mean, he did. Yeah, you are right. He did. He did face 3, monster defensive tackles, but he got punked by every single one of them, bro. Like, yeah. And it's like we got maybe he does, perform a little bit better against the lower end ones, but we need a dude that's going to be able to hold his own against those top tier guys, bro. Like if we're gonna, compete, you know what I mean?
Damn.
That's the only thing with him. Like he was in the weight room. The whole off season, the thing was like he was in the weight room and and all this shit, and it's like it just when he gets to one of the he just either I think he might be he's not strong enough. He just his weight is just keeps him he's I don't know if it's the transition from snap to contact with the defensive tackle in front of him, because I don't know if that's taking too long, where like it's not like second nature to him, where he has to actually like make sure the ball's there and then he comes back up, and that usually right there, that little tenth of a second, 2/10 of a second means a big difference, because these top end defensive ends, that's by that time they got their hands on you. You know what I mean? So, you got guys like Kelsey where, they already have one hand up, but when they're hiking the other ball, when they're hiking the ball, they already have one hand up and they're already ready. It's like second nature to them. So it's like, I don't know if that's the problem or if he's just too small, but there's something where at snap, when the snap is, he's getting the point of contact, dog. He's always losing it, and he's always 1 yard in the backfield, 2 yards in the backfield. You know what I mean? It's like in the last game against the Chiefs, Chris Jones, you know what I mean, did that shit to us. You know what I mean? So it's like we put
Chris Jones on him on purpose. They put Chris Jones on him on purpose.
So for me,
he almost took the fucking handoff. Chris Jones almost took the handoff.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say about this, so Room, I agree with you, bro. Like, keep Parham at left guard, but look, I agree with both of you guys, right? But Parham's actually playing really, really good center because he was originally a center. You know what I mean? That was his actual position. And then during college, he went to guard, right? But if you look at what Meredith did and what Munford did on the left side right there, I think Munford should stay on the left side because Munford is actually a left tackle. Him being a guard, he's a little bit too big if Colt Miller comes back. But right now, on that left side, is solidified with him and Meredith. Meredith played really, really well, bro. Like he did, you know what I'm saying? And with James not being the center.
Van Rotten has picked it up.
And Van Rotten, yeah. And Van Rotten and Luminor on that right side, bro, man, they kept them clean, bro. They kept them really, really clean. So I like the way they were playing, bro. So it's like I seen James on his face, a few times, bro. So I don't know, man.
The thing is that
hopefully,
I like those guards.
They stay together. You know what I mean? Regardless,
I do like the improvement of the guards, the Meredith and you know what I mean, and Van Rotten. The only thing is that like, if we want to like, especially if what's his name stays, like O'Connell, if he ends up being like, say we went out and we do take a chance on him and he ends up being like, I think we're gonna take a first, I don't know if we might, if that happens, we're gonna be at like in the 20 range, type picks anyway. You know what I mean? Like 15 to 20 range anyway. So we're not gonna end up getting, one of those top end quarterbacks to where the guy that you bring in then is a guy that you bring into like, because if Aiden wins out, that's a guy that you come in and compete with Aiden for that first year. You know what I mean? Because if Aiden wins these last 3 games, that's obviously something good in him. You know what I mean? Because you can't lead the league in quarterback rating, which sometimes that's an empty stat, which that week it could have been, but last week, bro, you're the highest rated quarterback again. You know what I mean? You get the FedEx player of the week, you know what I mean, again. So it's like you don't do that shit as a rookie, you know what I mean, and not have some upside. You know what I mean? So we'll see what he could do with these last 3 games though, because he could do himself a big favor, you know what I mean, these last 3 games if he played anywhere near what he played last week.
Mm-hmm. So if we get 98 wins, it puts you at 18th and 23. That's not bad. Okay. Shout out Cool Kev, bro. But I mean, we'll chop it up a little bit more tomorrow. We're gonna have the Pick'em show tomorrow at Gabe's channel. Well, and this channel too, Raider Nation Live. But yeah, we'll be live tomorrow, and then we'll be live Thursday night too. I don't know. I think I might get somebody. I don't know. See if we get somebody to pull up on Thursday with us, and then then we'll have Sunday night, and then that'll be the night before Christmas, Christmas Eve. So
the night before Christmas.
You know what? We might have to push it to Saturday. We'll figure it out during the week, bro, and let you guys know by Thursday.
Well, that'll probably be better. Like, could do it on Saturday, so that way, because Sunday I'm gonna be at my family's pad. I'm gonna be fucking probably drunk.
Nice.
Well, hop on in, Gabe. Let's hear you out when you're drunk.
Yeah. Listen, guys, listen.
Let's hear what you really want to say.
But man, thank you guys for pulling up, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys. This is the first time here. Go to like, comment, and subscribe.
Fucking
Hit the
bye.
notification buttons. And to shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out, go to subscribe to Raider Nation Live, Coach Gravy, and Raider Game 20. I'm just gotta say
Yes,
that.
sir.
I don't say it for like that shit for all times. The G&G show is better. I know, because they have real coaches over there. Well, man, thank you guys for pulling up, man. I appreciate it. Be thankful for what you do, God, and what you don't. And don't drink and drive. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on Game Show, man. 7:20. Pull up, man. We'll be there. Smoke out hour. Pick 'em show, and we'll chop it up a little bit more about the Raiders, man. You guys have a great night and good night, and you guys be safe. And on 3, 1, 2, 3. Raiders!